This video is just an update on the Ghost Hunter Simulator. Um, I'm going to show you some things and tell you some buttons, and that's about it. Okay. I just gotta adjust some audio levels here. Testing. Just testing my audio, see if it's actually working. Okay, so let's test some buttons. All right. So this is this isn't really the title screen. We just had to make up some type of mock title screen. I'm gonna clear all my game data, which is there. That's not gonna, obviously that's gonna change. Click start. There's supposed to be like, I'll make some introduction cutscenes. But you'll start off in your room. Um, Now it's self-explanatory. Well, it's not really self-explanatory. I still need to make the tutorial more in depth. Um, the clocks run as normal. Let's go over here. You get a little short tutorial about what this table is and what it does, what this is, and how you interact with this, which I'll explain it right now. Okay, so this board in the back, this is essentially what's inside your inventory. Now, the difference between the green and the red pieces of paper determine what you can carry on your person when you're away from your vehicle. Now, all the red pieces of paper are items that will be left in your vehicle. So if you're next to your vehicle and access your inventory menu, you will have access to those red pieces of paper, figuratively. Um, Once you get the backpack, once you purchase the backpack, the next, I believe, 6 slots turn green, and then you can carry more items, so on and so forth. As for selecting items, you just go over the item and click the ones you want. So, you have your micro tapes for this doohickey here, the tape recorder, which takes these micro tapes. You run out of micro tapes, and the one in here needs to be replaced. You cannot take that one. You would have to go drive to the store and pick up some micro tapes. Same thing with batteries. If you have batteries, you won't be able to operate any of these if the batteries are drained. Same thing with disposable cameras. Once you're out of disposable cameras, you got to go to the store and pick up, blah blah blah. But it's quite simple just to add it to your inventory and just, let's say I want this EMF detector placed into my inventory. Now it's in the first green slot, which is what I can actually carry on my persons. Now, I made the game so if you have, say you have 6 items, but you don't have the backpack, and you're near your car, what you can do is actually take these 3 slots, put them in your quick slots, and then you can carry 3 more items. I made it like that because I thought it was weird to have the player being able to carry 3 items. So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to take a flashlight, and I'm going to take this, and this, and why not? I'll just take that. So I'm going to leave the bench. Now at the end of that tutorial it said for me to head over to my desk to show me what the desk was all about. So I'm going to go to the desk. So it gives me this little short tutorial of what's going on. So I'm just going to leave this image up because these 2 things are not going to be here. This is where, if you have any electronic devices that take SD cards, this is where you upload the files and then you click install to whatever thing it goes to, and then you can use that item. It's just like replacing the tapes on the micro tape recorder. Same thing with the batteries. If you do not do this, you won't be able to take that tool. And essentially, in time, this is where you would do your research on certain places and phone. You'll be interacting with text messages and voicemail, so on and so forth. I placed clocks at both workbenches so the player can keep track of time. I'm going to leave desk. And in order to leave the room, you have to do this tutorial, which I have to do another order sequence where in order to do this tutorial, you got to do this tutorial and then this thing. this thing, it's self-explanatory once you go to the first level. This is where all your progress is stored and saved. Um, say you each level is based off of a 5-star system. Say you get 2 stars in the first level would pop up on there on a piece of paper and show you how many stars you got, so you can keep track of that. Also, amongst other things happen here. Also, if say it's like you finish an investigation and it's like, I don't know, 4 a.m. in game time, and you wish to go back to 12. You just go to your bed, you know, sleep till 12 a.m., which would be the next day, which is a lot of sleep. So sleep till next day, and now it's 12 a.m. Clock, 12 a.m. Um, I believe, yes, I still have my tools out there just to show you what tools I have in there. I have the EMF detector, digital thermometer, flashlight, digital camera, camcorder, and a my tape recorder. I didn't take. No, I'm not going to take the digital voice recorder. So let's go to the map. The map is still in the blockout stage, so don't judge me. So this is the map. Essentially, you could go back home, but no. Every time you go back home, all your tools get put away, and you have nothing in your inventory. So you would have to do all that again. So if you forgot an item, you would have to go back and do all that. Let's click. Let's go to the cemetery, which is down this road. You know, you got to wait for the animation to complete. I still have to add some more UI in this little travel map. And I don't like how this little light stuff happens, flashing lights. So now I'm going, and it's loading the cemetery level. I'm in, still driving. A little short animation intro. I may have the option to skip it, like all other video games do, but I am not there yet. I have more important things to do during gameplay and, UI and all this stuff. Now, I had to lighten up the scene a little bit. When you get into the level, it does get darker. As you can see, it is really dark to the point where I can't see anything. So I'm going to push P to go into my pause menu, go to my settings, and adjust my brightness level. Press P to escape. Now, oh, that's right, I can show you this. So I'm going to move away from my car, go into my inventory. I'm just going to put these things over here. So now I have 3 empty slots. Go over here, which I shouldn't have done that. Go in my inventory and then show you I have these 3 items here. But what I'm going to do is, in order to change my order, I'm going to put these 3 things in. It's a little, trick involved. I'm sure players will figure it out on their own. I hate auto shutdown on my stuff. Put that there. There an SD card? Actually, no. I don't know what I don't know what the video camera takes yet. I haven't figured that one out. But so now I can successfully leave it. I essentially have these in my pockets, and these are on hand. Okay. So let's walk out of here. Take out my flashlight. Flashlight. Here we go. Close at dusk. Yes. Now this table is not going to be here. This is just for testing purposes. If I run out of batteries, but if your flashlight and you have no more light source, your night vision camera dies, your flashlight dies, or any type of light source dies, you just hit the 9 key and take out your cell phone. Your cell phone does not die, but it is not as bright. Just going along in the dark. So let's press 3 to take out my flashlight again. To change batteries, it is the B button. Gives you a little thing going there. When you're walking, it does do this little event thing, and you just press the E key when it's in the green, and you successfully change your battery. When you're running, the green gets smaller. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's see, camera. This works like a regular camera. Press the right mouse key to, get a point of view. Press the other one to take a picture. Let go of the right mouse key to get out of that. Same thing. It's the same thing with the video camera. Um, right mouse key to look through the lens, and F zoom in, C zoom out. What else? What else? And your objectives, they are self-updating. I'm not gonna go and do any objectives because I don't want to show you where they are. Because that's the whole point of the game, is to try to find some stuff, find it on your own, do your research. You can go in these things. Just note that you can go inside of these. I think there's one that you can't, but there's nothing in there. Let's see, what else could I tell you without giving anything away? Eyes for to enter and exit your inventory. There is a button up here. Let me move this over for you. Speed up time. You can speed up the time in case you found, unless you did your research and said and found out that uh, this, a certain apparition or something happens at a certain time, you can fast forward to that. But note, if you have your any tools out uh, and it's draining the battery, this speeds up time. So if you have your flashlight out and you here, let's see if I can. Yeah, see, I'll even take my camera out. Uh, I'll speed up the time, and then you'll see my battery's dead. Make sure when you speed up time, you put away your tools because it's actually going by time. It's not pausing the game. When you're in the inventory, it's not pausing the game. The game is still pretty much going on. To leave the level, just hit leave investigation. Are you sure? Yes. And then gives you your score and your percentage of completion. Um, Still working on the percentage. It's still a little skewed. And then after this screen, you can just click return home. You get brought right back home. And then let's go to, now you see that there's an SD card on my desk, which is from the digital camera. Yes, it's the digital camera SD card. Okay, so we're gonna just go over here, show you digital camera, clear data at the desk. So I can't take this, but I can replace the batteries. So I can replace the batteries. That's supposed to change. That's a, oh, it's because I have it on testing, so it just stays like that. All right. So with, did I, oh, no, I didn't do that either. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I did. But anyways, let's go to the desk. Um, yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So let's go to the desk, clear this data, upload in Cameo JPEG files, and then once that's done, install in camera. So now it's installed on the camera. Let's run back, and then go here, and go to my camera, and then I can put it back in my inventory because it's all clear and set to go. So now here's the board. I just been at the cemetery. So now I have this cemetery. The stars will appear above this little fold, or right where this fold is. The stars will appear there. I have 0. Um, I'm not going to get stars because I don't want to show you where the objectives are. So again, say I want to start from fresh at 12 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to sleep. Wake up. And the player's controls are disabled when you're sleeping. Um, so now it's 12 a.m. again. I still have my stuff in my inventory, so you can actually just do your inventory stuff, and it'll stay there. I don't know what I'm doing with these walls yet. So that's that. Everything's pretty much running well, except I gotta uncheck the testing for the batteries.